Hello and welcome to Defense on Ceres, session 127. Last session, we basically went for the final boss fight for Gribnoi, I guess. Well, it was once again a boss fight scenario, which is not that good for, I think, for World of Darkness. It did make a lot of sense, in my opinion, due to the hostile nature of the opposition in Gribnoi. Let's be real, they weren't going to leave peacefully. And well, after a long battle, and the party Trier, who was triumphant and defeated the Nordic master. And not just defeated him, since he had turned himself into like a, spirit in the sense that he abided by the spirit rules. Since he was kinda real at this point, he would have just he would have like quote unquote died and then reformed somewhere. But now they have they had him like pinned down when they defeated him. And that meant that there was the possibility of more or less permanently taking care of him. The party was more thinking Gilok, but that's not quite how it works. But I guess similar rules would apply here. And well, let's come to the conclusions. It's gonna have a few days to the victory celebrations, when the party, gets to do some things that will finalize the shaping of Gribnoi for now in its founding phase. And one of the first things, while things shape up for the victory celebration, the technocratic team performed the Gilguk rather, would arrive and take care of the master. I would essentially tell you that they've never seen something like this, quite like this, but they were confident enough to deal with this too, and so they were. And in a long, not quite night, but since there's no night, but in a long process, in a long ritual, they destroyed what remained of the master's soul, I suppose, and they were fairly confident that he would not return in its current form. He won't be the same if he ever reforms. Impotent and powerless. At best, anyways. And well, is there anything that you would like to do while before the victory celebrations start? Any preparations?
Yes.
Alright.
I wanted to live tweet to heal myself.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna make you roll for that. Let's have to give for a few days, and you can just properly heal yourself. I guess if you were to roll for it, you can do 2. That's quite unnecessary. Just subtract the quint if you have like ag damage.
Nope.
Oh, I thought we were naturally gonna heal.
I mean,
It's ag. If you have ag, you're not naturally healing.
I think you do, but it's like a long process.
Yeah, it's months, not a few days.
Oh, fuck. What damage did I take?
A lot.
Yeah, that's not what I asked. What damage did I...
Oh, you took Ag, I think. It was the laser weapon, right?
Yeah, alright, fuck. Well, I'm gonna need Lewis to patch my ass up then.
I'm gonna need Richard Bowie to patch up my ass because I'm at fucking cripple.
Not best.
Yeah, so 2, 4, 5, yeah.
Because oh gosh, when I get carried on the stretcher, you just see like a hole in my stomach. Just nothing. How are you still alive? Sheer willpower.
Alright. Okay, that makes sense.
I refuse to die. My body's metal.
Just like things falling out and, you know, Richard Bowie just coming in and, like welding you essentially back together. I was like, oh shit. It's like the parts fall out of you and like stuffed it all back. Okay. Like how much ag are you at? Ems.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I
Well,
was one off of dying, Madonna.
well, I think,
Gonna be a long time.
I think Richard might not have enough, like quint on him for this kind of stuff. So, you know.
He could take it from the fucking node.
No, sorry, it's too expensive, Ems. You have to recover naturally.
That's fine. Naturally, he said.
Yes.
Okay, Richard, I got time. We can heal this fast. We can fast heal.
God bless. Okay, let's see. He has one on him. Okay, no, definitely not. And you have like what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like five ag. If you have one off. Actually, well, I guess you would be like technically two off, since if you like take off like in cap, you wouldn't have been able to act, but still be alive.
Yep.
Okay. I guess we're gonna remove 5 from the pile for you.
Still bandaged up. I'm scarred for life.
Scarred and deformed.
I need a machine. Only steel and iron can save me now.
Alright, alright. So, Allied, how much damage did you take?
I'm pretty sure I was down the mall, and I'm pretty sure I took 5 out of like 7 damage or whatever. A 5 egg. I cleared it and filled up the willpower after last session because, you know, so we're stuff broke.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure it was 5 egg.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. But I'm pretty sure that that 2 means your personal doctor needs
Yes, which
Yeah.
I summoned Luz to come tend to the nano machines within me, for they hunger. I hunger for repairs.
He just looks at it and says, you know, we need more. we need a primal energy infusion to activate the full potential of the nanomachines.
Alright,
And
we'll
just
go get some from the base.
it just like takes another vial, and if like nanomachines that kind of glow, and start injecting you.
Come on, Lewis, don't fuck up.
Nah,
I believe in you.
No, we're gonna roll for it. It's like gonna be like a while. Anyway, so we can take his time. I don't.
Oh, Lewis, I can feel the nano inside of me. Wait, no, that's just lunch.
I mean, you can also see it. Like, you know, your veins start like glowing,
Oh, Lewis,
God,
Lewis, is this supposed to happen? Am I supposed to glow?
he
Hello,
assures,
Mr.
he sure
Federer.
assures you it's fine. It's supposed to be this way. You know. Actually,
Lewis, are you lying to me just to get more of a budget?
Oh,
no, of course not.
Okay.
Just bring you
I'm not a medical professional, so I have to trust you wholeheartedly. However, I don't think I'm supposed to glow like I have like radiation coming off of me.
Oh, it's more like a yellowish glow.
I don't think it was supposed to glow like a banana under UV. I actually don't know if that's actually what happens with a banana, but it's just like,
God fucking bless. But yeah, you feel the energy rushing through your veins. Like kinda, burns a little. Had like a burning sensation. But you see your wounds like mending right before your eyes. Like the burns just disappearing. And the glow like slowly subsiding.
thanks, Lewis. You're the best.
Okay. Well, I guess we can kind of come to the next thing. I guess Emsa sent like a list. Actually, Emsa it's like a long list, and this would take like a while to get through. How about like we discuss like in between sessions exactly?
yeah, that can do, because most of the time it's going to be done by email, realistically speaking, since I'm, recovering.
Yeah.
I mean, we could just install nanomachines in you so you get healed right back up.
Very unlikely, because, well, it's just...
take this N1 to the nanomachine lab at once.
Well, oh god, but Emsa has his own like quote unquote doctor. It's not quite a doctor, but actually he's actually the same boat as Lewis. Like being a doctor is sort of like a side hustle.
Yeah.
But yeah, first item on the business is well, yes, there's like a thing to take care of. Remember like all those flesh piles in the master's base.
Ah,
Well,
that's right. Mm.
technically it's all Taz. However,
It's evil.
well, it's heavily tainted. And
We just
I
genius plan.
should be able to purify that, actually.
We just put everything in a big pile, and we send to Picker Base to be purified.
Why would we share tasks with other people? We could use it for the budget. The economy could thrive if we purify this.
Yeah, that's why I'm sending to your base. I don't want to.
Oh yeah. Oh, you're gonna send the highly corrupted stuff to my base. Okay. I was gonna cleanse it before we shipped it off, so people aren't being.
I mean, if you can cleanse it, I was just going to collect everything and send to your base so you can properly purify it.
Yeah, but we gotta then put like biohazard stickers on everything. Like,
Don't we have a
very
cleansing
slow,
device?
paperwork. like what would it be to like cleanse it here at Armor? To like I understand there's gonna be some burn off.
well, it's gonna be like let me think. I think it was like a Prime 4 effect to like cleanse like what they called resonance and synergies.
Yeah.
And I think it would be like the same thing here. Like make it neutral, I guess.
No, just Prime 4. I have that.
Yeah. Like the main issue here is like time essentially, since it would be like since it'll take a lot of it. In fact, like you'll be able to claim like roughly like I like even numbers, so it's like gonna be 320 like TAS, and you can just claim. It's like a bunch more in like in those machines the Nordics took, but bad guys can be choosers here. And I guess the syndicate will also like ask to get some, and I guess I mean you have to like give them some, and I guess like what's his face like Nito probably could request some too, and so does the chief of security. But yeah, like 320 like to that to divide to divide between like the entire party essentially.
Well, as long as it's purified the purified that we send off, I'm more than fine with that.
Hmm.
I'm gonna send them corrupted tasks with my fucking signature on it.
Oh
I don't
yeah.
think. So I don't think is that 320 each of us or just between all four
Yeah,
of us.
between the entire party.
I'm fine with spanning out the time doing that. I just need to do the victory speech before I can purify stuff.
How many? We have 4 people in the party now, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so that's 80 tasks to everybody. Which I mean, that's really not a bad haul.
Yeah.
I gotta lie, Gooby, that's not bad. Redoma, add that to my basis sheet.
Rodama, now add it to my sheet at once.
Oof.
Does he make gold bars if he snorts it? That's the bigger question.
Well, no, he snorts the task and then he shits out the gold bars.
I see, so he can be good for the premium production. Hook him up to the machine, quick.
I think it's the opposite. He snorts us and just he magnetizes gold and just absorbs it by his skin.
He brush off the makeup of his skin to reveal like actual gold under his skin, and then he like activates his his Latin science.
He's my
Golden
natural
touch.
enemy then. He's not the silver man, he's the gold man.
Yeah, he's actually a gold member. He's not a West German. He's Dutch.
Even worse.
But yeah, other than M, so does anyone else want to get it added on like the proper sheet, or do you want to just note it on your character sheet?
I mean, you can throw it on my basis sheet. I don't see why. And people have to give me the paperwork anyway, so.
Wait, my base will finally have stuff on it?
Well,
Amazing.
it always had stuff, just not.
No, not tasks or quintessence.
Mm-hmm.
Never had a node. A node can make you one.
No, it's too risky. I don't want to explode my beautiful base.
You want a node, right? I won't give you a node.
Just needs you just need like what's it called? Like a freehold in your base. You are creative after all.
It'd be a Thelaine freehold. I was gonna say unfortunately, but I don't know if that would be unfortunately for Mieczysław.
It will be unfortunate for like a lot of things, I think, because they're gonna get war crime done.
Cold silver, get your cold crowbars, hot for sale.
Man, can you imagine? Okay, that works. And I guess I'm gonna give Richard his stuff too on his base. That fucker isn't here. Richard Bowie, Alani. Click up or down. Oh yeah, I guess Vargas also gets a share, since well, it will matter more for her. She doesn't have like a base that produces this kind of stuff, so this might be big. Otherwise, she can like trade it in for the stuff she wants.
Is this a way to build up goodwill? I know. Since I'm the master of metal, I could probably take a chunk out of that sandstone I got in my world and make a statue.
You want to make a statue?
You're like a statue of Sans. I hate that. Use granite like a real man.
I don't think he has. Actually, he has. Well, he doesn't have like granite, I think. But I think he has sandstone. I don't know what that's about. What's it called? Basalt. I don't think it would make like that good of material technically, but he does have like you know, enough matter for it not to matter. Oh look.
Basalt would be a shitty statue. I think it's like more weaker stone, probably corrodes fast. So it would be better some other material.
Gypsum. No, he makes it out of like the lignite.
Take out plutonium. What happened with it?
Make it out of premium. Just the absolute disrespect.
I mean, we need to make it out of copper from the totally existing copper mine.
Oh my god.
That's fucking funny.
Okay. Okay, well, first things first, at some point, like, Wishla's dad is gonna come up and, ask, you know, what's about the, what about the victory parade? And, you know, he, like, brings forth the idea of, like, making a big, like, procession, through, through the above ground city, New Beneluca, since well, like, you know, everything can be shown off better there. And, you know, like, showing off captured material.
Yeah, so of course we need to have triumph. We even need to build an ark. I'll ask Hyde to build an ark for us.
God.
Build an ark. Ah, yes, the Ark of the Covenant.
No. Like that thing that the Frenchies, for example, have. Like, yeah. The ark.
Yeah, like it's a Roman conquest. We need to build an ark.
They look like good materials for statues, and I got them in my world.
We need to do very big parade. We show a lot of militia, take grants. It will be good PR, and then we do some speech at the end. I'm already thinking on speech. Have a very good idea. I read in a book.
My son, who lets you read? Western propaganda.
It's in Serbian. What?
I mean, what else would it be in?
Yugoslavian.
That is
The rightful, or Austro-Hungarian, the rightful language of that entire region.
You mean German? Yes,
No.
it is a German
Hungarian.
book.
it is a German.
Ah, yes. No, let it cook. I'm interested.
Okay. So big military parade. But yeah, out of character I can tell you this will make Gribnoi like more militaristic.
Perfect.
Yeah.
A militarized society is a good
I mean-
society.
Yeah, like every citizen has the rights to bear arms.
Oh yeah. On the description of the statue, I'll be like, friend from very special friend, Tomac Taktika.
No, you need to tell here lies the an homage for the dead soldiers of the battle of something something.
The
Oh,
battles
boy.
of the reactor.
Oh, Radomir, you did the joke before. I was going to say that I will personally give every citizen bare arms.
Indeed.
God, could you make it hereditary? Okay. Speaking of like Rhythmic runs, you're down to like about 50 of those. They took like a big brunt during the last battle. Since well, to preserve like the regular troops, I guess. Yeah, so
Oh,
no.
that's good. There's some of them left.
Yeah. And you can like recover a few of those chips. Since well, that's like his bottleneck essentially. And I would say like about like 40 of those can be recovered. The rest like burned out or well took other heavy damage like during the
How many recoverable? I'm trying
40.
to find on my notes. 40. Okay. Where is the pile of info on
Thir-
numbers?
30 ship?
for the chips.
Oh, 40 chips. Okay, okay. I thought you said about ships.
Yes.
Holy fuck.
Yes, right.
Yes, called computer ships. Yeah, they are ships, but they sell on the internet.
Indeed.
Where is I listed somewhere the absurd amount of grunts I had. Somewhere. No.
Sorry, my still current work is
I love that.
shit.
Like when you
Yeah,
hear
no,
when you
I
hear
can't
that
use.
when you hear that phone tune, you could tell somebody hasn't gone into the settings and changed from the default.
Why would I? I'm a
all-
menace to society. I want everybody to stop and think really hard about if they've changed their shit.
I mean, it's already perfect, so you know.
Yeah.
I have a different reason for never changing. My phone doesn't do any sounds. I completely deactivate all of them.
Ah.
Nerd.
Sounds are for losers. Okay, so 50 grunts, 40 chips. Just need the fish.
You need some.
But the grunts need to be paraded because it's good propaganda to sell them.
Yeah. It's gonna be
Do you
like
need some? Do you need some Sistroid in that propaganda piece?
I mean, yeah, I'd want. I mean, I was waiting until we get around. I kind of want.
I
this
don't want to
support
put your droids. I want to sell my product, not your product.
I mean, you gotta sell both products. That way, you can both artificially increase the
well,
Earlier.
prices.
well, I'm gonna be real allied.
Yeah.
Like even those with like zero, like for finance would know, like they would be cutting into each other's like profits still.
Yeah,
Compared
but the
the
profits are offset by a higher cost. Come on now, that's why we have competition. Are you telling me you don't trust the free market to sort itself out, Radama?
I mean, I do. That's the issue.
put the nanomachine man on the parade too. You know,
Yeah,
we can add the bird tribe.
I believe in the free market. That's why I, as a businessman, want to kill my competition with with free market. I would just hire assassins in the market to murder my competition, like it's fair.
Yeah, it is.
It is.
I don't know how you assassinate robots, but alright.
mean-
No, I assassinate the guy that makes robots.
Oh no.
Don't worry, dark matter bomb activated. The parade ended with a bang, at least.
But yeah, do you want to build the arc for memes, or do you want to make like a statue for the fallen soldiers?
Let's see, what type of arc are we talking about here?
An arc of triumph.
Like, are we talking about the Roman triumph, the French triumph, the
No,
Soviet?
a Roman
Hmm. Yeah. Speaking of like statue or whatever, there's also the issue coming up of like the idea of like making like a military cemetery essentially in Gribnoi.
Well, every
Yeah,
cemetery is a military
we
cemetery.
can put like a tiarch on the cemetery.
Yeah, you
Oh,
can just
hold on, I got it. Use the ark to lead the procession to the new military cemetery.
No, I think the parade will be before, like, we'll do the parade and it will end where we will build the ark and the cemetery.
Yeah, that's
I-
what I just said.
Yeah, but by the way you said, I thought, like, you wanted the ark ready,
Uh,
which will take some years. Well, not years, some months.
I was about, what? Hold on, what? The ark's gonna take months to build?
well, I can. Also, like, I think that's one issue with M's building the Ark. He's not. I don't think he has any like ability, for creating art.
I don't have manpower.
I mean, not talking about manpower in general. I'm talking about a general ability. Like there's like a thing else called art. Ability to like do like any form of art, like drawing, singing, acting, writing, painting, dancing, sculpture, etc. I don't think Ems has that. It's only a
Technically,
talent.
Just need him.
it would be under design, wouldn't it? In crafts.
No, it wouldn't. Go ahead.
We
Okay.
just need him to like get the materials, like magic up some building materials that we can work with, and we hire the local people to do. There should be an architect somewhere.
Yeah. But someone like that wouldn't be a Titan, so it would take a long time. But I guess that's fine. He's just get it essentially started.
I mean, can't we just get
I
somebody to design? Can't we just get somebody to design it? Like, I have an AI that can do that, can't I?
Okay, we're talking about like the actual like art process, and unless you're like 3D printing it, which I don't think.
Well, no, I mean using Cerebrum to make the design, and then Hyde just builds it from that.
No, I don't think that's how it works. That's how you create art. That's how you create an abomination.
What?
What if my sister?
Hold on. Hold on. You don't create art by making a design that is then built.
My Sistroid maintenance have two
Is
dots
that
in
what
art,
you
don't
got
you
told?
know?
Look. If you're telling me like an AI goes and like makes something like this, what Bacon just posted.
Hmm.
You mean by fully sentient living AI? I mean, yeah.
Well,
Holy shit, that's the best arc. That there is a North Korean arc.
really?
Wait.
Show me.
It's the second tallest in the world.
First tallest is in China.
Oh, that actually does not look half bad.
Actually, it doesn't really look bad.
It's a bit too brutalistic for me, but it fits well with their traditional architecture.
Oh well.
The more square and big forms.
I mean, brutalism fits with
You're
fits with being a comedy general.
Your droid maintenance has 2 dots in art. What are they, graffitiing the fucking repaired bots?
But yeah, I guess Ems can prepare some of that material. Like, what actually want to go for? Like, for like a reinforcement, just like general. It's supposed to be standing here like in 1,000 years, or are you going for? Well, it's gonna be standing here when everything else here has like turned to dust.
Come on, so you need to make an arc to last thousands of times, thousands of years, just like a Reich.
Mhm.
The 1,000-year arc.
Okay. I would do it. I'll get my Sistroid maintenance to do the building, okay?
That uses droids don't have like any art, but That's gonna be like a big problem, I think.
If we could use the local manpower, then get them to do forced labor camps or something.
Forced labor camps. Okay, okay. What are you gonna do? Use for forced labor. You kind of ended up executing a lot of people, like everyone essentially.
God damn it.
But yeah, they wouldn't have art either. And I'm gonna be real here. Like any artistic tendencies would have been quelled. Aside from like the Nordic thingy they put on their weapons, but I don't think it's the same as making a statue. I guess they could paint on your thing, make Nordic symbolism on it, but that's about it. And yeah, I guess what you think about that. There's another thing coming up. like need to eventually approach this you. Instead, like the cleanup team found something interesting in the master facility. There was like a hidden like panic room sort of deal there, and they found like a bunch of like Nordics there, but not like they weren't like wolfish looking, were normal-ish looking, and they immediately surrendered. Seemed kinda, scared. And it seemed like a bunch of like eggheads essentially. Like scientists of some kind. And questioning revealed that they were working for the Master directly. And they were among the first that the Master created in terms of like Nordics. And well, some of them were even like awakened or are awakened. And well, now they're like essentially like asking, like or offering to be to be working for you instead of the master. And the question arises now: are you gonna paperclip these people, or are you gonna execute them?
I think we should have a proper military tribunal, and those that did fucked up things either get execution or get sold to slaves as slaves to our pirate friends.
So is this going to everybody, Radama, or just?
Yeah, it's going to everybody, yeah. But I'm gonna hear like Bacon gets the final say here.
It's not a definitive idea. I would ask opinions of what you guys think about show trial. Get the worst of them executed. The good ones maybe can work with us.
How many are there? That's the question.
Like a few dozen.
Oh,
I would say the show trial would be good, and it also gives us a chance to search through them to see if there's any nefanic influence.
Show trial and to make it consistent, we do probably some mock executions and do what the CIA did in World War II. Fake identifications and face changes.
You mean Operation Paperclip?
I think we should like the bad ones, probably to Nefandic or close to Nefandic.
Yeah, give them a true. No, we'll give them a true death.
The good. The others, I think, like.
They're gonna
do that, but I think it would be fine-ish. Like we already have two Nordics.
But those two Nordics changed their appearance and adopted human-style names.
Well, we could. So with how many there are, right? We could use them after we prune off the more disingenuous ones. We can very much use them to help uplift Rhythmoid.
Yeah, that's my plan. Like actually just have them around. There's no need to like have them hidden or something.
Should we? Well, who are those two Nords we have again?
Goodbrand and Sif.
Yeah. They never changed their names. They just have Norwegian names.
Okay.
We could put them in charge of bringing these guys in line after the trial.
Yeah, that was my plan. Like, they wanted something to do. I would ask them how they feel in like helping a bunch of prisoners of a psychopath just fit in society, and like they've been the in between, like representing them and guiding them.
Yeah.
Towards a more peaceful integrational path.
Alright. Alright. Okay. Like, interrogation would be, be very thorough here, and, well, that's gonna be say, I'm gonna say, well, like, this, what it is. New World Order would, like, offer, his
No.
aid, and, there's gonna be some, some complaints that they're not, like, properly human, but, like, they're close enough. But yeah, if you accept the help, you would have like a potent tool to well, interrogate them properly. Like, would also mean like some information would go to the New World Order, since they would be doing the interrogation naturally. But it probably wouldn't be too bad, since like mostly a masked operation that they would be knowing about.
I'd say have a different group do it, 'cause everybody's got groups that can do it.
I'm fine. Like,
We-
Allied, I know you're reluctant, but we have to please everyone.
We
We
already
have to crawl into their asshole and just rip them apart from the inside. You
We've
know?
already permitted them having a major quote unquote prison here on fucking
Yes,
Grim.
but like that's their job, literally.
No,
So,
and I
at least
understand. However,
Having
they are
a
based-
token inclusion of them, like, oh, letting some information leak to them, because nothing too important will be gathered, things like that.
Yes, however, the jurisdiction of where we at falls under the Void Engineer jurisdiction.
Yes, without them, and we make sure, like, a show of how good we are, that we're working together, allowing them, even though it's our jurisdiction, to do their job. You need to be political about it. You know?
Honestly,
Manipulate.
What do we get in return then out of this is the question. Because we
Honestly-
give them an inch, there's not going to be goodwill from them. They're going to be, oh, as you said, oh, we're just doing our job. No. If you want to say that's political route, well, all right. What are they going to bring in that's not just going to be New World Order controlled?
Well,
Oh.
they're like pretty good at interrogation. Like, they bring you
Well,
expertise.
yes, I understand that.
And
Honestly,
they bring you
I
expertise
like-
that sorry, I'm sorry for interrupting. But they bring you expertise that the Voyagers don't quite have. That's why the Union has like its different.
No,
branches.
and I get that. Like I like that's what I'm saying. Like I understand like it, but on the other hand too, they're also not. There's people that slip through their gaps.
Well,
If we're gonna do it, I say we have a couple people do it.
Yeah, we'll have people working, but you see, Allied, that's the wonder I'm doing on Gribinoy. I just get other people to do the work for me.
Yes, and has nothing to do with what I just phrased it as.
Instead of like us, the Void engineers, setting up a team to investigate, that would probably involve at least one or two of the construct managers, like you and John at least, will have to be participating. We just delegate.
First of all, my base runs well enough that I don't have to be involved with it every day. Second of all, that's not what I meant. I meant if we're going to have the newer, I would like maybe like a what the fuck is it? What is the joint thing called, Radomer?
which the joint thing?
Where instead of it just being the newer, like instead of it just being one entire like body doing it, it's a joint one. I know there's a specific name for it. I can't remember.
Not sure. I'm not sure what you mean, but yeah, like there are joint efforts. For
Yeah, because I would like it looked at from two different perspectives, not just the New World Order going, oh yeah, no, good. Like having somebody else also involved in that process,
sure.
whether it be one of us or another convention that's here.
Well, you could like use like what's her face the immoral officer to be there as well. Like a bunch of drugs essentially like injected into into those people who
You know what? She can finally do something for once in her fucking life.
Well, she does lots of things. She
She puts your troops on copium. That's she does pretty well at that.
No, I've cut that. You know, she wants to get things less tense over there. Yeah, well, I'll have her help with this shit.
many walkarounds were committed this day.
Well, I mean, as long as they are functional afterwards.
I mean, they will be, but they will need some time to recover properly.
I mean, I want a thorough investigation, and I don't trust just the newer order to do it. I don't trust any one convention to just do it either. I wanted the joint integration to begin with.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So it's just like the final idea.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
All right.
I could sign off on that.
Okay. Nordic scientist.
Garcia, after not being taught to by Sam for literal months, Garcia, come interrogate these fucking Nordics. Bring the strong drugs.
Oh yeah. Like she would actually be requesting like the medical data. Yeah. Like Bacon is got on a Nordic Nordic so far because well, she needs to adjust the drugs properly.
Oh yeah, that's true. Would Viciouslav permit my my quote unquote morale officer to have the data on Nordics so that they don't?
Yeah, I have one in a jail. She can just check on it.
Do you still have him in his jail cell?
I have 2 Nordics. Like I have a pair. No, I don't have Nordics. I only have Rogensis. Fuck, I don't have any more.
That's no. I mean, if you have the data, that works fine.
Yeah, I have the data, but yeah, I lost the lobotomite one.
Yeah.
And no, yeah, I only have Rogensis on my list. Fuck.
That's a question. Like, what would you call this operation? Like, paperclip and spearmaker are already taken for this kind of stuff, but you know.
I was gonna say Northern Front.
Northern Lights.
Oh, I like
yeah,
that.
Yes. Operation of Northern Lights. It's beautiful.
These Nordics should be very confused seeing the first brown person in their life.
But yeah, integration reveals there you go. They're like really bad ones there. Like you know, people that end up enjoying their work a lot. But also like, you know, people who were like, okay, we have to get along with this. Or, you know.
They were only following orders. Yeah, that's a valid excuse.
Yeah, no, that's a valid excuse.
Indeed, it is.
It's the ones where they're getting the rocks off on making skin lamps that we have to question a little bit more thoroughly. And bars of soap.
Yeah.
There goes your dog to jail.
It's fine. Like if they
Oh, it's fine. He's already in jail. Understood.
He's on a list. They're awaiting him to associate with in real life people to arrest more than one.
Yeah, they're like, what? Why isn't this mastermind bringing all these people? They're all from other nations.
don't worry. Like at some point, you know, they're all gonna work together to catch all of you.
I mean, that's fine. I still have some freedom of speech.
I probably am the one with the last freedom of speech here. I'm really fucked.
Yes.
Well, don't get uppity, Ams. If you say one mean thing, you're going to jail forever. That's not like England's this bastion of amazingness when it comes to its.
Oh no, we're probably worse than the US here.
I just get canceled and my bank account shut down. You go to jail.
For 13 years. Yay!
Because your pug did it.
Indeed. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
You want to ask them to dismember that Nordic device alloyed, Kappa?
No, well, that's one of the next things. But first of all, what about the victory arc? Like, what's the decision on that? Like, how far do you want to go? Essentially, is the question.
I'm game for they work with me on the sciences and stuff. Like I'm game for whatever these two want.
Well, when it comes to the arc, I'm assuming most of the people are American, right?
Yes. Well, not not quite American, but you know, American influence at the very least.
Yeah, the American style sort of thing.
So you want to make so it's gonna be McDonald's.
Yeah, it's gonna be a giant McDonald's triumph, you know.
No. That's actually McDonald's inside of it. There's McDonald's inside of it, you know. It's like an arc, right? But you know, you can go inside and it's an actual.
I mean, if we want to make an American style of arc, we can just copy the one made in America.
No, fuck that. It's with the Monument of the Unknown Soldier. No, that's not the Tomb of the Unknown Soldiers.
No, the tomb one's the box, I think, wasn't it?
No, there's a arc.
That's Soldiers and Sailors arc in New York to celebrate the victory against the Confederates.
That one honors the Confederates?
Yes.
Surprised
and like it's very LARPy. They even have the horses on top, but yeah, the British also did the same thing. I think that's beat the British one from Roman LARP. That's the British one for Napoleon.
Oh yeah, the British one. Yeah, that one on top. We stole that from Venice, so we didn't actually build it.
Yeah, those who are the LARPiest, like the Napoleonic one, is not as LARPy on the top. Same with the Russian one. Like they have the style, but they're not as LARPy.
Yeah, because I'm just more focusing on the locals here. Just in case, because
the locals are the ones we got are all from South Africa, where Rhodesia was. So,
the thing is, like, you have to get some, where you can go with, like, you know, to wherever these people came from. You can introduce them to, like, you know, new kinds of arts, and it will be, you know, reflect in the future. Since you know, like,
actually, no, I have the solution. Yeah, we need to go back to the roots of this place. We need to have a more Slavic architectural touch.
Giant vodka bottle.
Okay.
We don't have the manpower for the war crimes that people are going to commit along ethnic divisions if we do that.
I mean, like, it's probably going to be like more, you know, more brutalistic kind of art then, since since I think like any sort of like proper Slavic, you know, building style has been like wiped out still at this point. And it still needs to recover. Where's the fucking green?
I don't know why, but
that has to be like ionization or something, like the Statue of Liberty, which was fucking bronze.
Yeah, let me see if it's actually made out of copper or something. Because if it is, it would be based.
I mean,
got a copper mine, boy.
It doesn't look like copper, to be honest. It looks more like.
I mean,
it's
the Statue of Liberty.
It's like too even.
What?
Like no, like.
I mean,
this doesn't look like copper.
That's a long time. Maybe it's already fully oxidated. But no, that's on Russia. If it was, they would oxidize copper. They would already have demolished and sold it during the
Russian Revolution.
Yeah.
I might have just painted green.
Yes, the Statue of Liberty is only draped in 200 pounds of pure copper.
I see.
Jesus.
Either way, we'll probably go for a triumph, a Slavic triumph, but
yeah, like my idea is like the Russian one, like the figures around instead of being more like Roman figures. We have a more
soldiery appearance, the one.
Like our own style of like our own soldiers, maybe a reference to the grunts, and then the embellishments, instead of angels, we put like Slavic mythology figures.
I could just imagine you just use the
I don't
face.
know why, but my brain went, what if we just put the Space Marines and the CIS droids, like the Slavic, like, angelic figures, and there's the Grimnoid grunts and shit?
And the thing is, like the face of like the space things, will have our faces on it as the contract managers. No one know the difference.
I'd say probably have them like helmeted or like their head covers though, so it's like it's not everybody can be like all of our soldiers.
You know, it would just be like one of those
I love
references.
that this has been the most focused attention. Like, no, we have to do the arc right.
I mean,
I do it right. It will be remembered throughout the century.
My grandpa fought against the Nordic invaders. What about yours?
He has a face. He has his face on that triumph, don't you know?
Yeah, and the kid's grandpa is actually one of the Nordics. Yeah, sure. Mine was into war as well.
So on the winning side, right? On the winning side, right?
No.
That's my idea. We do like arc, but it replaced the Roman symbology with our soldiers and like some like symbol for Rome, like maybe some like folk spirits of Slavic mythology, things like that.
Oh. Okay.
I would just say from mythology. I don't think we should narrow it down to one particular. Because this arc is gonna be for the Great Cemetery or whatever the fuck. So it's gonna be like we shouldn't exclude anybody.
Okay.
I mean,
But Alad, like, what are the chances that these people would actually know what those figures are?
That's partly the worry. We don't need new spirits popping up because the locals are retarded.
Like,
also, did you forget I'm teaching the locals stuff?
Well,
when you take mythological figures like the Romans, like the LARP ones, they all have Roman gods,
the old ones,
and no one no one believes in the Roman god this day. Same for with Slavic one. It's just to show the traditions of the men that created this project.
I feel like we should leave out. I mean, at the end of the day, like, I'm fine with whatever, but I feel like we should like, this was Grimnoid Grunt, the people, the Union did this.
I just want to do the LARP because of my Thunder Society, for fuck's sakes.
Alright.
Yeah.
Say that. Do it then. I'm sorry. I didn't know you just wanted to do it for the LARP.
Of course it's LARP.
Just say that and I'll agree with you. I'm not gonna be like, yeah, like, you want to do that.
We spend the most of the time discussing about how to build an arc on a game. It is a
yeah, but not for the Thunder Society. Look, the point being is, it's like digging a hole. Guys, just do this thing. It's like, what? I still say it should be made out of granite, but, you know.
If we can get it, sure.
Do we have any granite?
I'll fit it in the fucking budget, and they will lose their mind.
I mean, we have a bunch of tasks to span, so I guess we could import some granite.
Alright, and anything else with that particular arc then?
I think.
Yeah, should be good.
Okay, back to the list. We still have to decide what happens with the PMC.
Yep. PMC is not a big thing. Like, you know, they're here to like stay essentially, right? And you have like a few years of like, you know, just like exterminating like Homo Rogensis essentially. There's like a lot of them, right? And you know this. So, but the question is like, you know, they're not really that organized, all things considered, and even if they get a little more organized, you know, they're still heavily outgunned. So, well, that's not strictly necessary to keep them in top fighting shape, although it will help, of course. And like long term, of course, in like a few years, there might not be like that much work for them. So the question is like, what are you gonna do with them? they all have like
Well,
they have like their own plans, of course. You know, they want to like make their own like military industrial complex, mainly to, like go and like supply themselves essentially.
And the militia and the better arms things.
Oh,
like
I
my
mean, I
initial plan is just follow the idea of the Great Russian Nation. It worked very well with them.
Which one? The Russian Revolution?
No, just
he
tell
said the
them
Great
they.
Russian Nation.
Yeah, we just tell them they can sign the contract or don't be soldiers anymore, so they rebel and try to overthrow the government.
I mean, we kind of brought them all here to settle and shit. So why not just, if they want to stay as the PMC, they stay working for the Union, otherwise as soldiers and the civilians can live.
Yeah, my plan is just that they can stay around. I don't see any issue.
Oh,
We
the
can
way you
set
made
up.
it sound like was you were hoping they got baited and were rising up.
No, that was a joke.
Honestly, like, yeah, no, they can stay, but they probably would like to train the militia up to some standards at least.
I mean, we
Yeah,
could just turn the PMC into like the actual standing military of Grenoid.
I don't think that, but I think like America does a lot. Have them as a corporation that we just outsource the training of our own people, so we make them a very elite and make them like a good military company that we just use them and their experience
Oh,
the
I see
following
what-
years to train our militia. They're like responsible of training militia, and they can do their own things.
Okay, so they'd be like Blackwater or something. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
essentially.
I don't have an issue with that.
okay.
No issue with that.
Also, that keeps another source of income coming in the Grimoire too. So
Keep it
Yeah.
out.
Well, yeah, and I guess like after this like thingy, definitely there will be like like a movement to like essentially form like a proper like permanent military, like starting from like the militias, of course. Once you have like
Into-
more population, there will be like a proper like what you call it, like military arm, which also like plays into essentially like building up like a government essentially by the locals. You don't have to like, properly get involved too much, but yeah, that's something that's gonna happen like long term. And well, that brings me to like another thing on my list. Well, there's also the issue, like all this like building and stuff, and the big victory parade. There's also like the like idea, essentially how to like how ownership is handled, especially like of stuff that's like traditionally public, like the roads, for example. So there's some ideas essentially like floating around, like to essentially get like all the roads like properly paved and stuff. It's gonna be done like private investors, right? But the problem is that private investors will own the roads at the end of the day.
I think the Chad way of doing it is like that also ties up with the other like basic infrastructure. We just outsource in like
oh, I was
We-
gonna go the opposite direction.
we have because this Mr. Gold he doesn't want to do it, so we just like sell charters like Allied Body Water Charter. We do that for other things. So as long as they keep with the demands of like a written contract, they can do their own thing, like ask their own taxes for road maintenance, like put like tow stations and thing like that. Same for electricity and whatever.
Okay.
So you want to do it the private sector? Well, here's my question: is it gonna be one? Because this matters, because some shit. Cause I was gonna say the main government would have to deal with it, but the charter net. So like, I want to do the roads. Like, you have to buy the charter to handle all the roads, or like, because otherwise you're gonna have differing degrees of roads. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would I care
Yeah.
what happens past my road?
You know, you can have one road that's made of gravel, the other one made from, I don't know, concrete. Just
Yeah.
imagine.
Yeah, that goes into part of contract, but yeah, my idea is that do some level of outsourcing, not having a state company do it. We just hire a private company to do it for us.
Just not throw that underneath the branch of the forming government to deal with then.
We could, but I don't think the government will be like structured enough to do road maintenance until then.
Well, no, I mean like give them like if you own like that, like you're working like with the government on that one. Because like otherwise, they might not build the roads the forming government wants built. Like, hey, can you build it to here? They're like, no, fuck off, I'm paid for it. And then they can't really build that road. Like,
I'm not sure. I'm too sleepy to properly think on how to build in Kapistan.
I mean, if you want it straight ANCAP, then yeah, everybody who has their own plot of land has to tend to their own shit. Like that simple.
Violate my nap, you get a...
You get the glack. But
Yeah.
yeah, like if that's what you want, like,
No, that's stupid. We need to have some sort of centralization.
I would say maybe have it to where within city limits. Okay, so basically the charter, you have the charter, and that applies out to like outside the city limits or like the outskirts of the city. Within the city, major arteries is owned or can be bought out by the government that forms from the individual that was running that charter. Because that way that allows the city to expand out and people to make their money and be interested in the charter.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
So were you expecting economic issues to come up during this thing, Redomer?
Well, yeah, I was the one who brought it up.
Okay.
I'm reading his list of things to talk about.
He's got a list. Where the fuck's he got the list at?
Sure.
Oh, thank you. Okay, I'm retarded. Thank you.
Let's see... Yep, parade, got that. PMC...
Okay. How much do you want, like, I guess, have these things like constrained by legislation? You know, microphones. In terms of like, what can be charged, for example, and of course, if they're able to, prevent people from like using their stuff.
I'm sorry. What was that?
Yeah, didn't.
Like all the like water, electricity, and like roads and stuff like that. Like there's gonna be like they want the money back essentially, right? So there's gonna be charged for it.
Yes.
So the question is like how much are gonna constrain these people while they try to do that?
Well, I guess like they should free as long as the price is not going to under like abusive price. They should have to write the profit from it.
Yeah, have it capped to something like 10% profit.
Yeah,
10% is not enough. Like I would say 15 at least.
15 to 25% markup off of what it would be back on insert whatever nation back home.
Because we have to think that for now there is low corporate taxes, so this profit is not going to be stealed by the government.
I mean, let's be real here. Like, what are the chances that corporate taxes will really go anywhere significant with the setup?
No, don't worry. The water baron will ensure that the corporations are paying their taxes, whether they know it or not.
Oof.
Never underestimate the will of governments to have taxes.
Yeah,
Well,
that
yes.
as well.
Oh yeah.
That
But
as well.
yeah, but that's corporate taxes. That private individuals, like just random people, they're the ones that are getting taxed.
No, corporate taxes are a thing, and like they are fucker. Usually only the like top big companies that they can just do the basic tax evasion to pay nothing, or just get
Yeah.
subsidized. Like medium to small companies get absolutely fucked by corporate taxes. They are huge.
And on top of that, too, a lot of the large companies don't even have to pay corporate taxes because they use charity write-offs.
Yeah.
At least here in the U.S., that's how they get around with it. They have those like, oh, give money to the homeless or whatever, and then they rake in like 75% of it, and then the rest of it they donate, and government goes, oh, you donated so much money, here's a tax write-off, and then they can apply those credits to stuff. I think
Yeah.
small businesses can't really do that because they lose out, or they legitimately donate that money then,
I mean,
and they
it
don't make
depends.
that back.
Like it isn't Germany. Like you can, essentially, like there's like a point where you can say, okay, I don't make any money, so right, I can't pay like those taxes properly, which means you end up with a nice equilibrium essentially, where you can where we can just avoid most taxes essentially. It's like you need to actually do your tax properly to do this, of course. But yeah, like that's how it generally works. Of course, like you can, if you're like a proper company and you know, actually make money, like a decent amount, you have like a hard time doing this to outright impossible. But if you're like smaller ones, like a smaller company, then you can absolutely do this.
Yeah, here in the
Depends.
U.S., it's bullshit.
Yeah, Brazil also is bullshit. If you have profit, the government is going to take like great big part of it, like 30% at least.
I think the U.S. has one of the lower corporate taxes, but it's still like, even then they don't pay it anywhere near what they should because of the legal loopholes.
Also, isn't that like an issue? Everyone being bought out by big companies, more or like driven out out of business.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's stuff no matter what though. Yeah, so corporations in the U.S. pay federal corporate income tax leveled at 21% rate. So if you are a business in the U.S., you get taxed 21%.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah. And then the state also hits you with something, and then it was actually higher. It used to be up at 35%. And this is just the federal tax. Oh, yeah.
Okay, let's
Okay.
continue.
Okay.
I'm get sleepy.
Okay.
I don't want to talk about taxes.
Okay. Let's keep this show moving. Okay, let's address like the homework against then. Like I'm gonna keep on the on like the extermination path, or I'm gonna like drive them into like what I call it again? You don't
Reservations.
Yeah, reservations. Yeah.
Could we not use them to become slave labor?
We gave them the opportunity. Several times we tried to be friendly. They showed that they're just hostile beasts that can't be reasoned with. They will be exterminated.
Okay.
Anyone disagrees?
Can we do slow extermination? Like, can we still can we drag this out for like years, like the beaver trade was?
Yeah.
Totally.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm all for it then. Just as long as we can still, it's not one big hunt. Like, we're still force people to go train against them, and
Yeah. Makes sense.
And if you ever decide that they would make some good slave labor, I have some subjects in my prison that we can just make a new population.
So, man, who knows? Maybe we'll get to watch evolution happen in real time and force them to evolve.
Okay, with them being with the whole thing interconnection with org, it's better that they don't leave. They are kind of a threat.
Yeah.
No, I didn't say leave. I said evolve.
Oof.
No, yeah, the ones we have in prison, yeah, they will evolve.
We'll force them to be people, by God. All
Uh,
right. So besides the Homo Rigos question, what else we got?
well, we got the issue of thinking about like what exactly like the unions publicity stating within the in crypto is. Like crypto has the advantage of it being like isolated, but it also takes advantage for the union to operate more out of the shadows essentially. Just be like some sort of like thing that controls the government, similar to Earth, right? But yeah, like if they're like open about themselves, they can do like you know open open programs to like recruit people and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I
I
think,
I would say go open with it because
yeah,
they're.
like
Sorry.
if you read the constitution that I started writing some months ago and never finished, I have almost 6 pages. Like it's onto law. I just copied the American law and I just put place like, unless the technocratic union says fuck you, they can completely change and overrule this. So
Yeah,
it's even onto law that they are there, they are working, they're not hidden, they're
yeah,
pretty open.
yeah. It's just,
God, making out ironically going, no, you don't understand. They've been out and open. They just haven't been saying they're a
okay,
union.
okay, but
Hey, let's go. We're gonna get a real fucking world with tech.
I mean, I did read that, but that you could make like a secret constitution essentially and keep and have one public one.
Like that's literally a fake planet that always sunny on space. I don't see why we have to have all this shadow and mirror. Like there is no way to look at it besides that's a void engineer colony unless that several decades pass. Even decades won't be enough to form a consensus that makes people don't like. I can't see.
Hmm.
It's too wacky for it to be like a hidden thing.
Okay. No, then
Finally, I can go full force with the education now. Thank you, Bacon.
Well, like there's gonna be like restraints on this. Like you cannot just give them like hypertech and shit like that.
Well, yeah, because that's a waste of technocratic funds. I'm
I mean,
gonna
no. I mean, no.
savages.
Also,
No.
like known like science stuff like that. You're gonna have to keep it like somewhat round essentially.
Yeah, like if you show like the side of your shit, it'll be paradoxical.
I mean, it won't be
Yeah,
like it won't be
no,
like,
I'm gonna teach them proper education. It's okay. We're not gonna go like, hey, here's a plasma gun.
yeah, like it's just like saying you can't just essentially bring them all up to like union tech, but like people can be trained to become like
yet.
union personnel. I mean, not even yet. It's the same boat as like on Earth. The people aren't ready kind of deal. Especially you as like what you should know, should know and understand this. You don't even trust your fellow convention to with like certain
Well, yeah, well, we can't trust them because they're idiots. It's okay though. We're gonna train these people to not be idiots.
I see.
Darwinism will survive up here, Dahmer.
But does that also mean the other conventions also be technically be out as well, like the New World Order and all?
I mean, the New World Order and cities have been here the entire time, so.
You know, they can be more forceful at this time.
Oh boy, we're gonna have New World Order shootouts in the street.
What?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
That's an example of the constitution that like says the president has to reject a law that even if all of the chamber approves, if the technocratic union says no. There's also part of the election of the president that the technocratic union can just say no, I don't want him as a president.
Yeah.
Get an openly communist president. No, you are Goldstein. You're not taking power over my dead body. Or shaking his bag of money.
Oh, Holy shit. Unrelated to anything, but I just saw this new conspiracy dropped.
Oh, is it gonna be the nuke thing?
Oh, no.
Is there gonna be another?
Wow. Imagine being so ugly that you get called a man. Okay, anyways. Now back to business. Anything else that I outright stated? Let's see. Okay. Oh yeah, how you gonna go with like settlement in general? Like Nordics are kind of done for, right? But eventually, like the issue will crop up of like making new settlements. You know, when you find like new resource and stuff like that that people want. But it has like the issue of spreading yourself like thinner and having like create more infrastructure and stuff like that.
I'm back.
Oh,
Make it.
I mean, yeah,
Make
I think going wide is better, even more if I want to do the eco-friendly LARP, because like, yeah, more space efficient, but big concentrated cities have like too much sprawl and too much pollution, so it's better to have like decentralized centers that can interact with each other. One
Okay.
thing idea I have, like how it example it's written on the Allied Charter of Monopoly. Pretty much when the community is small, it's pretty much a free-for-all. They deal with themselves. But when it gets to a populational point that is like significant, then they like we integrate them into the greater infrastructure. So we don't really need to concentrate on micromanaging all the small settlements appearing until they're relevant enough.
Okay. Yeah. No, that makes perfect sense. That makes perfect sense. Okay.
Oh, also, what do you guys think about my based homebrew indirect voting for president?
Let's see. Very nice.
That's the only part of the constitution that I actually just didn't copy from the American one.
I dig it.
I dig it.
There's gonna be a lot of backhand.
There's gonna be a lot of corruption.
Yeah.
I
I
mean,
mean,
it's
yeah,
it's weaponized corruption at this point.
exactly.
Goldstein better get his pocketbook out.
I mean, to be fair, like given how like Gripner is set up, this is essentially just gonna be like it's gonna be like the like making things more official, like back on compared to back on Earth. You know, instead of like like a bunch of lobbyists and like large funding for election campaigns, they're just outright choosing it, and there's no hiding it.
It's nice to finally not have to deal with the wool over the eyes for a minute.
Yeah, essentially. All
Yeah,
right.
that was my plan.
Okay. Well, I think we decided how civil administration is gonna go. Bacon, you conceded a union's idea, and went with like the what God says it, like the mayors, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
I didn't get right, but I think it's already a bit on the constitution I even wrote. But instead of having states, we're going to have cities. So every city has like almost state level of administration. They have their own senators.
Hmm.
Oh
So it's
no.
more
Oh god.
localized in mayor kind of power.
Yeah.
It's cyberpunk. Oh, it's just dread. That's what it is.
Now, the proper term is municipalism. It's a kind of autistic thing that both anarchists and Portuguese fascists wanted to implement. You just break the middle level of administration that is inefficient. You have a central top level and a very well distributed bottom level with a good amount of power.
Muni.
Actually,
Okay.
Here.
I should fucking Google this word. Hey.
here, I
Municipal-
sent you the page.
Mutual municipalities.
Hmm. Okay. Is like the mayor also the senator?
No, it's different.
Okay. Okay. Understandable.
Dom is literally typing this right now as a reminder.
Yeah, like at the Senate we have 2 senators from each municipality, and they have 1 vote each. You have their own mayor. Didn't really get that much into it, but like the House of Representatives will be by how did I say? I think it was by like I was going for more technocratic, so instead of just choosing a politician, you and your like work guild or syndicate or organization, you choose someone from that thing to represent.
Hmm.
So it's by profession, not by just random politician. So unemployed people don't get a vote.
Unemployed people don't get vote. Okay, that's fair. Actually, that's pretty good incentive, to be honest, to like work.
Just wait until the Mutant Rights Parties comes up as a reminder.
Oh my god, and not
All the
Victoria.
Nord integration.
Okay. Well, actually, no. There's not enough Nordics for this. Like, even if they like, start breeding, like growing as a community, it will like there are other like quote unquote ethnic groups that are stronger and will not have
Oh
that
no
much
no
of it.
no! Like the Nordics will be in charge with the party, but the blacks will vote for them and advocate those sort of rights.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I can't say that.
Yeah,
I can't say that on
my
stream.
tongue.
Yeah.
I don't care.
I just said that you need to work to vote. I think that's what Radimir was implying.
Well, not only that, like there are like other certain
So
groups.
what's next on the table, by the way?
There are certain groups that wouldn't want to have the Nordics essentially take up this top position since they're occupying it themselves.
This is why Goldstein will push for tighter immigration control.
I mean, not really. He will be pushed. Like, he would just make sure that the people he favors will be on top. Good old nepotism.
Awesome.
Awesome. That's very British of you, Ems.
Look, nation states are built on nepotism.
I mean, yes and no. But I think they thrive with like at least a certain amount of meritocracy, since you actually want competent people in charge. Especially during crisis. Okay. Well, is there anything else? Oh yeah, there's like also like a it's like a movement like forming to like get the to make certain things like free-ish. Like for example, like like stuff like Midnight Park. People are gonna want to essentially like free access to it. But that's not gonna run with like the people that actually own the place. So how are you gonna handle like these kinds of people?
What, walking through a park?
Like people that just want free stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
Gibbs.
Well,
They don't get anything.
not just Gibbs. More like they wanted to have like parks handled like back on Earth, stuff like that. That kind of stuff. Like people that are essentially against the current order. Like how you gonna handle them?
I mean,
Let
like
them do the
every
frontier thing.
government handles, we give them the impression that they have a chance, but by the end, the technocracy is just watching them, assassinating their leaders, threatening them, bribing them, and making sure that they don't go too far.
Okay.
I was gonna say, why don't we use why don't we use them as the people to go found new frontiers?
Well, it means
Because then their kids are gonna see how much better it was inside of a city, and then leave their parents, and their parents are gonna die cold out there, thinking they were right.
oof.
That way, you have a constant back and forth of frontiersmen going out there and suffering shit, and also people coming into the cities going, "Wow, this is amazing," even though it is in fact not amazing.
That could work, but we need to make it that like we are not banishing them. Like you have to make them believe they want to do it themselves.
Yeah. No, you just said you said like, yeah. All right, if you're game for that too, there you go, Redomer. There's a little tap it as well.
All right.
Yeah, another way of dealing with them. So no need to murder. We just convince them that oh, you can try your own ideas there. We are going to give you the basic support to start your own settlement.
Yeah.
But remember, when it falls apart though, and there is a deadline with this basic goods, like we won't be helping.
Oh no, the supply truck got stuck in mud. Sorry guys. I guess no food this winter.
Yeah. Oh no, you've been attacked by the local That's why we keep around the local Homo Regos population.
True.
Why should we dirty our hands when the local werewolves will do it for us?
Just give them petrol to sniff and follow the scent.
All right. Okay.
Meanwhile, in high Antarctica, a lot of Russians just look at the weather.
It cold again. It cold. They continue on with their life.
Yeah, but
Yep.
like and of course indulge in alcoholism.
Yep.
Human suffering. Like drives the settlement. But yeah. Okay.
We take all the dissonance and move them to high tundra.
Enough time for suffering, you have enough time for procreation.
Alright, I think that's everything we need to take care of immediately. Actually gonna go and make a screenshot of that list and put it in chat. That's only on GM notes.
Just wait until Redomer gets a name generator for random names for political parties.
No, it's not gonna be that memey. Like it's not. If you all went Kryptonite, then maybe it would be worth doing. But this way, it's not.
Big military parade. Yep. Nordic scientist. Yep. That's good. During Operation Northern Light, the worst one's execute. Pride ownership. That's alright. Homo erectus. Yeah. TU. Opens on Gripnoid. Decentralization.
Ah, there's the bad weather.
So distance goes pseudo dance. But they get suppressed. They get the basic support to make them homo. Go and get. Okay, that's alright. Not bad.
Right. Alright. Okay. Then I guess it's time to move on to the victory parade. I believe Bake mentioned something about a speech.
Oh yeah, I need to find the thing I have to copy here. Here, perfect.
Okay. Well, let me like just drag out some stuff then. Why do you like look for that? Did I put them here or not? Sadness. It's somewhere else.
What's up?
Sadness. It's somewhere else. Okay, but we can certainly bring those guys up. Like runs.
I see.
Oh yeah, actually, like a small time question. Are you gonna create like you know, like little medals, stuff like that? You know, awards. Like
Hold on.
like some.
We grab a piece from the silver cave. Just use my matter.
Oof.
Yeah, like every country has its own model things, but we can think about it a bit later. Do another ceremony.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, I don't want to think in name for medal things now, like for orders.
Yeah.
Okay, assume like during the military parade you're not gonna like bring up the bodies of like the fallen, I guess, to parade around, like you know the enemies, of course. But I guess like someone will probably bring up like these what are called, like these like special suits that they have, you know, the werewolf suits essentially. And well, all right, we have like have somewhere this one thing, like these tanks. Let's see. Yeah, you know, first off, like your own stuff. Oh, so distorted, I think. Yeah, more like this.
Do you want to put the general on this side and all the contract managers behind them?
I mean, yeah, feel free to drag yourself out if you want to.
Of course, there's charisma to be had.
I'm assuming we got our own like suits, right, for this occasion.
I'm wearing
Well,
my fucking, I'm wearing my fucking armor.
that's fair.
It's a military parade. You're in your BDUs for temps.
Yeah, just showing up captured stuff. Alright.
People showing up with their war trophies. God bless.
I mean, yeah.
Who
One dude's got a Nordic woman like tied up. I got me a wife.
who will be into chariot with me?
We have a chariot.
We need one.
What?
There's no triumph without a chariot.
just use it. Use a captured enemy vehicle or whatever.
Alright,
Chariot.
alright.
It's a black helicopter. As a chariot.
We
No, that
just
that
ride on
makes
the
it
top
too
of the
fast.
tank.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, an assassination attempt was to be had today.
Yeah, I guess,
AFK.
I guess also the Luna like should be paraded, since
Oh
it's
no, yeah, perfect. That's our chariot. A fucking nuclear missile launcher.
Oh, the ICBM launcher, is that what we're riding on?
No, it's not ICBM, it's tactical nuke launcher.
Alright, probably be back. Okay, you can use it as like a. Not gonna. Actually, like gonna go and yeah. Yes, a good brand, just like standing in a crowd. For sure. And I guess like Knita would be somewhere, I guess as well. Just this dude. Let's see some Gripner actually. This dude for sure. Oh yeah, I guess so. The good captain would be here as well. His daughter. Nita somewhere. Gold, of course.
We're setting up, I'm going to take a piss.
Okay.
Yeah. Should. Nah, I don't need to do a speech. I can stay in the background.
You know, you hold a speech and it's just basically, you know, calling for people to settle your world.
No. Maybe.
If you don't like what's going on over here, come on down to high tundra where it's cold. So cold.
There's
But,
lots of water.
but there's a lot of water, there's a lot of chance for a hard manual laborer. You feel like a real manly man, come on down to high tundra today. Right off train route number 105, and go right to my base, and we send you right off to high tundra. Join today when you get a cool little sweater.
Made by the blood of your enemy. I mean, bad people.
Made
What?
by the blood of the bear people. Yeehaw! Anyway, I'm gonna go grab a fucking bowl of dinner. I've not ate yet today, and I've held off long enough.
Who else? You want to put Nick's character in here for optics?
I probably should. The fuck is this man?
Need to put Richard because he got himself shanked in a nuclear power plant. You know.
Imagine. No, I don't think we need to. Definitely. Well, I guess we're gonna have him stand somewhere else.
I'm back.
Right, come back. Okay. Well, I think that's good enough. Like, there's already way too many people here for it to be reasonable.
We need enough to freeze your PC browser.
No, that's not the issue. Like, if it's just cluttered up, like, it's gonna be.
It's the credit scene. We have everyone relevant present.
Oof.
Right, and can I start with the LARP? Most of it is improvisation.
Yeah, you can.
Right.
You know, everything. Procession is going through the street, and if you want to like ride on the machine, then you can go ahead and just hop on.
Yeah, we would go with it, and by the end, when it gets on the place of the arc, Vyacheslav would start. Good people of Gribenoy, today it marks our first great victory, a total victory against the enemies that tried to stop us. Here we shall build a monument for this triumph, and a place to remember the fallen. With this, we create a new precedent. We'll create a new culture, a culture that will be heroic and national, will be endowed with a great capacity for emotional involvement, deeply linked to the urgent aspiration of our people, or else will be nothing. With this, we mark the spiritual awakening of this great planet and its nation. Although already in paper being made a long time ago, with this we show ourselves, we show to the Union, we show to the enemies through space that we exist and we are great. And that's it. I was very tempted to say a funny thing by the end, but no, that's good enough.
Yeah, I mean it was good enough. It was good enough. I mean, tempted to do your all, but honestly, like, it's a
I
good
mean,
speech.
I have the charisma leadership role if you want.
Yeah. How much does of expression or leadership do you have?
I have 1 leadership and 5 charisma.
Oh well, you can just roll that difficulty maybe 6, and success as well. Show
I
how.
would spend a willpower point. Sadly, I didn't get my legendary attribute charisma yet.
Hmm.
I have inspirational as a specialty. I think
Oh.
that's pretty inspirational.
Yeah, no, it's definitely inspirational. 7 successes since you spent willpower.
Yes.
Well, no, it's-
With that many successes, I could say the 2 funny words by the end. Fuck.
you probably could have, but let's not at least not on stream. Okay, and definitely takes hold. I see like a wave of excitement run through the crowd by the end of your speech, and there's like cheering, clapping, and like and I guess like a lot of I guess noise from the crowd, the good kind of noise, which actually brings me actually reminds me of something. I forgot like one important thing. Are you like gonna try to introduce a flag at some point, or I guess there's gonna be like a flag at some point, but is like any design you have particularly in mind?
Oh, yeah, I completely forgot. I was making something, like I made a base with AI and I was just going to change it, but I forgot. It would be just basic tricolor, didn't figure out the colors yet, but would have a mushroom-based shield on the front.
Ah,
Imagine Serbian flag, but replace the Serbian thing and colors with a mushroom shield and different colors.
yeah, makes sense. I don't know, okay, I can see that. But yeah, well, depending on when it's introduced, like I guess they could like try to have like at least some of them. I guess could like actually it would be a perfect opportunity to like I would like let you like just have them like painted somewhere if you want to during the parade, so people can actually see it and identify with it.
Yeah, could be. Yeah, it would be perfect.
All right.
As I'm trying to find the picture I posted. I think I only have it. Posted here somewhere a long time ago.
Hmm.
The show I was going for. Yeah, I post so much random bullshit pictures here. Oh hey, that's me without that shirt.
I'm back. Sorry about
Welcome
that.
back. Hmm.
Here. Yeah, it was. Mark. Here was why I was playing with AI to generate mushroom shields.
Ah, yeah, I remember. Alright, the AI is not that good at making this kind of stuff.
Yeah, but that's the last one is kinda cool, but that would be the live on it, and tricolor. I was very tempted to just use love tricolor, but we can vary the colors a bit.
Hmm. You could go with something like green and like blue, probably at the very least. If you want to go for like landscape, I guess you can go for like if you want to go for like yeah, actually should like get like gold because like it's all about the money.
Just letting you know, when it comes to the tricolor flag, you can't steal white, blue, white, because that's kind of mine. It's under
No,
copyright, so get it.
I want more colors and too, but I'm very autistic about making flags. I will eventually make one. I just forgot that was a thing on my list. What you said, Radomir? Like gold and what?
Like yeah, just to put like gold on it for sure. Or if you want to go for like landscape, you can also use like the like green for to represent like the like all that like wildlife and stuff like that. Like fertile land in general. And
No, that's a Brazil flag. Please no.
okay, that's fair. Also, another thing, I guess that would come up with like in terms of like landscape, um, it's gonna be like environmental, like movements, sooner rather than later. Considering your entire place is well, exploiting stuff very rapidly to make sure. And you did mention something about like environmentalist memes.
Yes.
So I assume you want to like encourage this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no.
Let me see. Yeah, I think that's a good color scheme actually.
Mm.
We can always go back to the trusty Julian Republic.
See,
Like that's a color scheme that was like used like gold, white, and green by a few autistic known nations, like one or two states in a country, the East Sumatra.
Mm-hmm.
That was a Dutch colony. Oh, you are going for cringe Belarus.
Yeah, because problem is when it comes to my world, it's only got two colors, blue and white, literally. So
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, it's not cringe Belarus. That's cringe Russia.
yep.
What? It's not better Russia like three colors.
No, it's the Russian like
Anti-resistance movement.
yeah, TNT Putin guys. They have like
Oh Oh
this
yeah.
color because it's similar with the Belarus one. That is the same thing but red in the middle.
Green, white, gold. Okay.
To be honest, like city with the New World Order's experimenting with the city, so how to subvert it.
Let's see if I can find any other good color combination. But let's see what they have with green, like green and gold.
Make your speech, ally. Talk about how awesome it is to integrate yourself into Pyuku base.
What? No. Mine would just be about unity and brotherhood.
Oof.
Land,
And
peace,
the
and
rise of
bread.
humanity will conquer everything. Because it's our birthright. Here and amongst the stars.
Okay. I would like actually like hold the speech.
Nah, no, don't do that.
Oh,
Yeah, I
wow.
already did my
I do
creation.
not have it in me to fucking try anything like that.
Okay, just go and yeah, just go, I guess, and like roll for it. Charisma, leadership, or expression, if you have that. Difficulty will be 6 either way.
You want me to do charisma leadership to congratulate the boys?
I mean, you can just congratulate the boys.
I'm gonna lead a rousing applaud to
Not-
support everybody.
Oof.
Hey,
But-
can you roll first? Because it is your speech.
I mean,
I already did the speech and rolled.
I'm sorry.
7
I'm sorry.
successes.
I would have got booed.
I did an actual speech. It was very short, but I actually found some funny words to say. I did a quote, like I did a quote on a quote, so I didn't use the original things.
And you know the normal deal when it comes to me and my speeches for Dahmer. Get that willpower.
I too will spend that willpower.
Okay, so I did okay. Persuasive. Sure, I will. I'll just apply to you. Okay.
Am I hearing technical sounds now? Let me check on my end.
It's probably. Okay. Yeah. Well. So I guess roll for it, but I'm not sure if you're gonna exactly.
I could do expression if you want.
Yeah. But I'm not exactly sure. Like what the end goal is here to just congratulate some people.
It's more like how do I say? Not what do you call it. I'm going to assume that over. I will just say to congratulate. Just say you all did a good, awesome job.
No. Let's see.
Sideline, and plus since they all know me as the landlord anyway.
Still landlord. Oh my god.
He's just there. He's just there with arms crossed. Clapper rent goes up.
No. Like he needs to like roll 7 successes as well, or he's gonna get thrown Rotten Tomatoes at.
I would like to spend willpower.
Oof.
2 successes. Tomatoes.
He didn't get 7. We have to turn our backs on him during the speech.
Nice.
No, realistically speaking.
Somebody
still-
cut his mic.
Somebody cut his mic. Wow. Okay. Oh, it's
Doo-doo.
The future will be held by us.
You got like 1,000 years for that. Unless you want to believe the recent announcements of the US government. We found alien guys.
Oh yeah, right.
That's a whole nother can of worms, and that also was one weirdo that said shit.
I saw like a good meme about that. Like it was essentially just some dude. Like it saw some parody of like a press conference where they announced like some stuff about aliens and like some federation and stuff like that. And then like once one journalist just goes and asks, are we invading Iraq? And the guy talking was just like, yeah, you got me.
Yeah, you got me.
I laid it on too thick.
No, I like the stone toss one. Let me find it.
I need to look where we found that meme. I forgot to properly save it.
Like, that sounds like what Onion would do, to be honest.
Yeah, that was a pretty good one.
Oh my god.
It's my Doom meme. Find it now. There it is.
Oh.
After the parade, I'm guessing everyone's having a cocktail party then.
Oh, well. Depends on you. What do you want to do after this?
You sure you don't wanna it's close to a certain time, you know?
Yeah. But I'm trying to wrap up. What are you gonna do after this?
I'll I don't know, I'll probably just go to like a dining area, you know, if there's like one of those celebrational dinners.
Well, yeah. You can certainly buy yourself a dinner, for sure.
I'll do well.
All right. What about the rest of you?
What?
What are you
I mean,
gonna do?
all my stuff would take a while still. So
Okay.
There's only one thing that Vyacheslav would do in this kind of moment. It's called opium-laced vodka.
I don't know. Yeah, no, I think I'd probably go see the Nords that we got. The Bacons too, not the new ones that we're interrogating hostilely. To congratulate them for their new job.
You know what? That's fair.
Hey, everybody's having a good thing. Congratulations, by the way. You've been promoted. What do you mean? You get to now culturally integrate your kind into humanity's way. What?
It's like, yeah. Wait, what?
When was I asked this? That's the funny thing, kiddo. You
That's the fun part, Flash's technocratic badge. You weren't. Welcome to the Union, kiddo.
Welcome to the Union, kiddo. Okay. In that case, since no super great plans, I guess it's time to wrap up then. Well, let's do the usual rolling thing, I guess. Let's see. Yeah, only 3 people, so. Okay, Ems, in character, not character thoughts.
Alright, our character first. I do love most of the time in this session we were all hyper focused on the triumph. That's like the most focused we've been in a while, guys. What would the victory triumph look like? In character. Ah shit, I added another thing to my list, didn't I? But overall, pretty good session.
Yeah, that's okay. That's That's good. No, Bacon. In character thoughts.
In character, uh, a single tear goes down. Vicious Love Eyes. Finally, after all this work, it's happening. His wonderful country is happening.
Hmm. Alright.
And out of character, yeah, that was great. Now getting to remembering my autism about making flags I had some time ago. I'm downloading the models I have. If you guys think that base tricolors are lame, I have some new takes on tricolors. I'll take the safe ones without any funny things on them. I also had several different colors, but most of them were following this color scheme of gold, white, and red. What do you think about tricolors with angles? They're cool.
I hate the only one I don't hate on this is the. Well, no, I hate all of them because they're unsymmetrical. So you're gonna have to ask the rest of the party.
You know that lots of flags aren't symmetrical. Most of them, I would say.
Yeah, tell me about it. That's why I hate a lot of flags.
You hate the American flag?
A little bit.
Okay, that's fair.
It's okay, but I just don't like the way they're shaped.
The angular tricolors?
Yep.
Yeah, it's pretty weird. That's why I made several attempts to see if any of them would work. But in the end, I ended up liking them because I made them. But the stars into me, though, don't really fit very well.
Just get okay, like Microsoft Paint mushroom, you know, stick it on there.
Alright. Well, I guess that leaves Allied if Inkek now character thoughts.
In character thoughts, we did it. We finally defeated the Master, and we profited quite a bit from it. A new age for Grimnord is here. Out of character, I'm as upset, but I fucking enjoy it too. That arch, that triumvirate is just kind of like this. This is where all our collective brain cells are gonna go for this session, right here, right now. And that is on par with. Yeah, it's just kind of on par for what I see all the time. I did enjoy the session though. It was a nice payoff for that almost getting Danny DeLito by all of us. I love that no matter how far into the campaign we are, we're we're still at high odds to just beat Thanos snapped by one good roll, even in armor.
I mean, yeah, that's just like the Bane and I guess the Bane and the good part about like the Word of the Darkness combat. Like no matter how powerful you are, like
well, with a vampire, you just spend blood and you can soak with fortitude. Werewolves,
I mean, you can like you can like still soak with like with like your stamina and stuff with even in like mage, and you can get like armor and stuff like that. You know, buff your stamina. But if you roll, that doesn't mean anything if you roll shit.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, whereas like werewolves, like their shit if it's not silver or whatever, like or straight ag, like it's round it down or whatever when they're in their werewolf form. Like vampires have fortitude that they can just activate it. It's like, aha! Even with ag, it's touch grass. Like mage, it's like, yes, here's all these things. You still have to roll for them, and odds are you're still gonna die. I like that right one.
The gold, white, red.
I reposted
Oh,
it.
this one, yeah. The blue, white, yellow.
Mm.
Yeah, that's a nice one. I
but
really
yeah,
enjoyed it.
But yeah, that's my pennies for thought.
Okay. Okay, no, pretty nice. And I guess 3 XP to everyone, and well, let's see. Yeah, just for the victory celebration, you're gonna get 1 willpower, and like next session we're gonna come back to like normal willpower regeneration. And other than that, question, bacon for you, bacon. Are you gonna stick with like the the original tricolors, or gonna like make something with like designs you already have?
I'm going to. I think the colors fit, like ring white, yellow. Anyone has an objection with that?
No, rock whatever covers you want, my man. I don't have an issue with it. Sure shit.
Like it's a different. Like, it gives me a flashback of Brazilian flag, but the green and gold are very good colors, and you need the white to separate them. I'm just going to do different designs.
Yeah.
Well, now that you said it's reminding you of Brazil, I have to impress it.
Yeah, please don't.
Oh, you said that. Oh, you don't understand. I can smell the oil.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
the orders I was just posting the ones I made because I really enjoyed making flags for a while.
Understandable. I had a face like that too.
My favorite one is the egg flag.
But yeah.
Alright, I guess
Are you gonna keep it saying humanity? I did say it was about brotherhood and the conquest.
yeah, sorry. It was it
I
was the thing that stuck
I
with
was
me.
not doing a speech about like I'm pro humanity for which I mean I am, but that's not what the speech was about because we had non-humans here.
You did to talk about humanity, and like Sif is just gonna break down and cry.
Yeah.
Okay, brother.
She only gets to do that after the kid and her job gets her stressed out about.
Wow.
Oh.
And then I'll take the kid, and I'll make him a real human.
He's a real human. Bacon made sure of that.
What?
Bacon made sure of that.
You're fucking a LARP. Got it.
No, like oh, it's a new message service. Bacon. Understandable.
What?
It looks like this the Telegram symbol, I think. I mean, not Telegram.
Oh, yeah, it kinda does.
WhatsApp symbol, I think. Like, yeah.
Yeah, it's the WhatsApp flag for my WhatsApp group.
Oh no.
Anyway, we should probably end the stream here now.
Well, it's not on stream, and I'm not putting that up. But yeah, okay. I guess say
Thanks
goodbye to
for
the
running.
bots.
Goodbye, bots.
Yeah.
Goodbye, bots.
Oh yeah, can I purchase my third dot in helmsmanship and my third dot in military science?
Military science, yes. Helmsmanship, no.
Oh, okay.